Okay, there we go. Welcome everybody to this live stream. Welcome everybody to this live. Let me mute that. Okay. I never like the lighting. That's probably going to be it. Sorry guys, I'm just getting off of work, so I'm just getting ready, chugging Red Bull. And we're going to jump right in. Okay. Let's see. I want to move this back a little bit without it falling. Hi, everybody. Hi, Alexia. Oh, I still have you as a moderator. Alexia, do you want me to take the moderator button off of your, let me know. That way you can enjoy the reading if you would like to. Hi, guys. Oh my gosh. Hi, everybody. I'm just fixing the lighting right now and the angle, but I don't want to make you guys wait. So I'm just going to be setting up for the Wifey timestamp. Oops. Okay. I'm going to move this closer. Did I have it lower? I had it lower yesterday. Hi, welcome everybody. Okay, thank you, Alexia. I appreciate that. I just wanted to make sure first, so I'm not like, you know, making you do it because you want to do it. So that's awesome. So I'm just going to be setting up, guys. So get comfortable. Let's also do a sound check. How is the sound, guys? Hi, Silver Star. Hi, Temptress. Hi, Nisha. Hi, Ray J. Hi, RJ. Hi, Anika. I'm so excited to have you guys here. So yeah, literally this is me. Pistachios, Red Bull, Palo Santo, prayer candles. So this is me setting up and getting off work, saging everything, doing all the settings on the live stream, stuffing my face before I put lip gloss on. So this is just so my stomach doesn't growl. Did you guys know that they make pistachios with no shells? I was shook. Literally. I was not even ready for such a thing. It was pretty exciting. Pretty exciting. Okay? So, let's see if the yellow light is better. I think that's gonna do. Okay. You guys know me, I rarely eat on here, but I'm starving. And I do not like to be full before a live stream. It just makes me like too comfortable. I'm not trying to be too comfortable. I'm trying to channel messages. So I had to work all day. Had to go to the nail salon because I broke a nail yesterday. So very unusual day, but nails fixed. So I'm very excited. Very excited. Hi, Robert. Yes, Mercury retrograde has depleted my energy. Facts. So let's sage right quick. Okay. So this can be for literally anybody, even for my masculines. You guys can, you guys know how energy is. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. You can make it fit however you want. But what men assume about you, okay? What do men assume about you? Okay, how do they view you? What do you have maybe that they want? Okay, better question. What do you have that they might want? Okay, so I'm just getting my decks ready. Okay, I got my selenite out, literally. I have a lot of selenite around me right now. But yeah, I just want to thank you guys for being here. And yeah, welcome. Okay, you guys know what time it is. It's lip gloss time and prayer. Okay, period. I hope you guys are doing okay. We are almost out of this Mercury retrograde, you guys. We are almost out of it. We're almost out of it. I'm so excited. Okay, so and spirit guides. Any day I'm given your guidance is a blessing. Any day I can share my light and love, I thank thee. Anything that is not of the light or the divine plan is no longer welcome here and must leave immediately. The collective and I thank thee for any and all wisdom bestowed upon us this day. Amen. I see that it's glitching. Okay, hold on, guys. Is it glitching for you guys? It's glitching on mine. Not today, Satan. Not today. Okay, so freaking Mercury retro. Freaking frick face. Okay, so I'm just gonna put on some lip. Okay, Silver Star, thank you so much. So it just be my Wi-Fi on my side of the street playing me. Perfect. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. I am getting to the end of my work week. And when that happens, because I have to get through, tomorrow is my Friday. And when I get to the end of my work week, I get loopier and loopier and loopier. And it's like, oh, this is the perfect time to film. This is the perfect time. The perfect time. So let's do our anthem. We're going to do the anthem for 8:40. Okay. I wanted to start 3 minutes ago, but I needed to eat. Okay. Let's get started. I want to thank everyone for being here. Okay. You guys have voted on your viewer's choice. So I took down the poll, okay, because I took as many votes as I was going to take for the next pick a card after, okay, after this one. So I'm going to be doing that. When am I doing that? Because I want to do personals for you guys too. So what's next to come? Really quick before I do the anthem. I'm going to be doing personals for you guys. Okay, that's probably going to be Sunday or Monday. Okay, so tune in for, or, you know, make sure your notifications are on for, just make sure they're on, I guess. Some people haven't been getting notified. You guys already know how it is. So I will try to notify you guys though prior, like heads up that I'm going to personals. That way anybody can PayPal their money and their questions and I can write them down. I'll probably take 8 to 10 slots for the one question readings. And we're also going to be doing viewer's choice. These are the things that are going to be popping up within the next 72 hours. So this is the reading for tonight, what men assume about you. Okay, and then we're going to do the viewer's choice and we're going to do personals. So I am excited to do that for you guys. Thank you everyone that joined last night's live stream. It was a little bit personal, but it was a lot of fun having like a chat, a vibe, a hangout, a moment, and talking about our exes and what things, like just pulling cards on different situations in our personal life currently. So let's see. Again, I came home, did not change. I'm in my work clothes again, so don't mind me. I just wear athletic clothes when I bartend. So yeah, well, I guess it's less pajama-ish, so I guess it's a vibe, whatever. Either way, let's start the anthem. Sorry. We are, what is it? We are divine. We are humble. We are cosmic. We are intuitive. We stand in our truth and we grow daily. And every day that we create a better life, every day that we create legacy wealth, the devil comes to play. And we what? We only fuck with the light. And that's on period. Okay? That's facts, no printer. Let's see. I feel like the angle's pretty good. Should I zoom it in anymore? No. I think I'm going to leave it like that. Okay. Let's turn it this way a little bit. Okay. Let me rearrange so I can see the chat. And let's see. Okay, everyone, make sure you are following YouTube guidelines. Please be respectful to the moderators, okay? And if I say hold on a second, you guys already know what the deal is. It is block party, so just give me a second to handle that in the chat, okay? So let's start the pile selection. The anthem started at 11:11, guys. The anthem started at 11:11 on the clock. Bless. Pile selection is going to start at 12:35, okay? Pile number 1. Okay, pile number 1 is going to be this beautiful aqua aura quartz. Okay. Pile number 2. Let me move my Red Bull. Let's see, what's the prettier side? This side. Pile number 2. Normally I have this in my bra, bless, because I put it in the Vika card. Okay, I never really show this because I always have it on me. Okay, so this is labradorite, if I'm saying that right. Pile number 2. Pile number 2. Look how she real thick. Okay, this is a nice little cutlet for the bra. Okay. Like, we don't need cutlets. We don't need chicken cutlets. We could just put big freaking Oreo-sized crystals in our bras. Period. Okay? So, pile number 3 is black onyx. Pile number 3. Okay? So, one more time, guys. Pile number 1, aqua aura quartz. Pile number 2, labradorite. Feel free to pick multiple piles. Men could be exes, they could be coworkers, they could be bosses. Multiple piles, okay? It's okay. Hard on themselves or doing the most. Okay, we are not tarot. Okay, so that's pile number 3. Let's jump in. I'm so excited. Let's jump in. I hope that you guys have been able to select your piles. And I think that's it. I'm going to move this closer because I'm glitching. Whoa. I don't want to glitch anymore. Okay, hold on. Stay, camera. Okay, now I'm not glitching. Okay, so I'm going to start pile number 1 at... Let's start pile number 1 at 15:15. Okay, pile number 1 is going to be at 15:15. What men assume about you. Pile number 1, okay? Pile number 1 timestamp is 15:15. for anyone just joining us. Okay. Okay. I got my, what deck do I want to start with? What deck do I want to start with? What deck do I want to start with? Need to think. Let's start with the T deck. Okay, let's just jump in. Heavenly Father, angels, ancestors, and spirit guides, anything that is not of the light or the divine plan, whoa, is no longer welcome here and must leave immediately. And thank you, angels, thank you, ancestors, and thank you, spirit guides. Okay, I'm so excited to do this reading, guys. I'm so excited to do this reading. Okay, what men assume about you, pile number 1. So pile number 1, let's jump into the channeled messages first, okay, before I get too excited with the T deck. I feel like men assume about you, or men assume that you're good all by yourself, okay? Men assume that you don't need anybody, okay, or that you have like a tough exterior because of the way that you guys carry yourself and because of the way that you guys use your voice. So you guys could like using big words. You guys could have, you know, a great amount of education. There's something though about the way that you guys speak that men assume certain things about you. Okay, no matter what that is. It could be an accent. It could be what else? It could be an accent. It could be big words. It could be or it could just be humor, your banter. There's something that they assume about you because of your voice and the way that you speak. Okay, so first card's out. Got my eye on you. Okay, and spending time alone. So men assume that you guys are on top of the world. Okay, men assume that you guys are on top of the world and that you don't need anything. Okay, with got my eye on you, men assume that you know that you're the shit. Okay, that you're secure, that you don't need anybody. So they're kind of just like, well, pile number 1, like, they're a little uppity. They're very smart. They're very intimidating. Okay, this is what men are assuming. They're very smart. They're just, their nose is up here. They're very self-righteous. They know that they're the shit. They look at themselves in different reflections. Like, they just assume that you guys are really smart and that because you do all of this self-care and that you guys care about yourself, that you guys are vain or shallow, or not shallow, but that you guys are vain, okay, or self-absorbed. So let's see what else is going on. What do men assume about my pile number 1s? Can't stop my flow. So men assume that you're going to be a CEO or a COO or a boss or an executive of something. They don't expect you to stay down for long, okay? So men assume that you want to be paid more than men, more than them. Men be assuming that. Good for them, they should, okay? They just assume that, okay, she is going to excel, or this person is going to excel, my pile number 1s, is going to excel fast. They assume that you will surpass them in the workplace, in life, spiritually. They just know, okay, that you're going to be something, okay? So men assume this with every fiber of their being, that you know you're the shit. So it's almost like they know that there's something under, like, there's something laying under that. Okay, there's an underlying something that maybe you don't share with people, but that you've been through, or certain situations that make you speak this way. It could be speak really direct, very assertive. It could be that you guys cuss like a sailor. It could be that you guys, it's just something that with the way that you guys communicate, okay? But either way, men see that you are a hustler. They assume that you guys are a hustler, that you guys don't struggle, okay? And I feel like pile number one, you want people to think that, not just men. You don't want just men to think that you're not struggling for nothing. You don't want anybody getting close to you like that. Like knowing that you're vulnerable, or when you feel vulnerable, or when you're sad. I feel like you guys have this tough exterior to where men always assume that you're okay. And I feel like only maybe a couple of men, okay, maybe a father, maybe a brother, maybe your person, actually know when something's up or something's wrong. You guys can have a lot of Capricorn in your chart, okay? You guys can have a lot of Capricorn in your chart if you're really good at hiding your emotions like that. So I feel like there's a lot of astrological signs that are not good at hiding their emotions like that. Like, I feel like Capricorns can hold it in at work, and they might look like they're having an off day, but like no one really knows that they're like going through some shit, okay? And it's like you guys wait until you're off work, and as soon as you punch that clock, you guys are crying in your car. Do you know what I mean? So you guys position yourselves for men to assume certain things about you, because you don't want them to know or be near the vulnerable you, the real you. Not saying that you guys are fake, just saying that you guys know how to protect your vibration. You know how to protect your energy, okay? So let's see what else is going on. Hi guys, welcome everybody. Thank you, Natasha. Okay, we got pregnancy, new beginning. Now this can mean multiple things, okay? And then will you marry me? So men are assuming that you want to have children, or that you would be a good mother, okay? So I interpret this a lot of different ways. Men are assuming, pile number one, that you would look amazing pregnant, or that you already glow, okay? Men are assuming that you would be a good parent, okay? So there's something maternal about you guys, even though you guys are calculated in what you share with people. Okay, will you marry me? So men assume that you guys are wifey material, okay? That you are the white picket fence, that you guys might not want those things right now, but that you guys do want those things in the long term, okay? That you want a house with kids and a wedding, that you guys don't want to get married justice of the peace, that you guys are very traditional. So men assume that you guys are traditional with relationships, okay? And now I'm not saying that this is the case. They just assume that you guys are traditional, okay? Like, this could literally be further from the truth, but we got getting your piece of the pie. Pile number one, men assume that you're fine and dandy. Like I said in the beginning, that you're fine, you're dandy, and that you don't want for anything. So a lot of men, I feel like, think, well, what am I going to add to the table if pile number one has a pie, an enchilada, a home, a Mercedes, a Birkin? What am I going to add? Men are intimidated by you because they don't ever really, okay? We got manifesting spell work. Men assume that you are not godlike, but you guys are like my divine feminines. Men that are assuming some of these things about you don't understand your spirituality, don't understand the law of attraction. They don't understand listing or scripting or affirmations. So they're looking at you like, wow, everything goes right for pile number one. How? Okay. And so that's where this comes in, manifesting and spell work. Okay. Yeah, Alexia, you're good. And it will be saved. Making mature decisions. Now, you guys, remember, this could be further from the truth, okay? But they assume that you guys make mature decisions. And this tells me maybe you didn't in the past, and now you do, okay? You guys have gone from something to where you're like, I don't want to be looked at like an idiot. I don't want to be looked at like I don't know what I'm doing. I have made plenty of mistakes and I've learned from those mistakes. So now I want to do right by myself. Okay, you want to do right. You want to do good for yourself, okay? So let's pull out a couple more. Love at first sight. Men assume that people are breaking their necks to see you. This tells me a lot about your guys' beauty, okay? That you guys are a looker. Like, people be looking, men and women, okay? So you guys also notice this. You guys are very intuitive. And I feel like I'm seeing a lot of red. So I feel for yourself to work on maybe anxiety or your safety or your protection or just something that makes you feel very grounded and stable. There's something that you have really manifested and worked on for yourself, okay? Because you're able to upgrade yourself. We got, let me upgrade you, okay? Men assume that you guys upgrade yourselves, that you don't need a man to do it for you, okay? But they don't really know. They're not acquainted with the facts. For all they know, you could have had sugar daddies for like 5 years straight, and now you're paying for yourself, but it's none of their business. But this is just what they assume. They assume that you guys treat yourself very well. Very, very well. Okay, so let's pull out some tarot and see what else is going on. Okay. That's just kind of like the energy crowning the reading. Okay. We got the Nine of Pentacles as the first card out. Wow. You guys are independent. So men assume, like, again, this is pretty cutthroat for pile number one. You guys are Miss Independent, okay? Pile number one. That you guys are successful. That you guys just don't need a man. Or you don't need anybody. Okay, this is what men assume. They assume that you guys exude confidence, that you guys are confident. They don't really know, but this is just what they assume. They assume that you guys are very self-reliant. They don't know. You guys could really like having a partner and having somebody baby you and nurture you and take care of you and coddle you. But how they see you is somebody that is very prosperous. Period. Okay? They see you as somebody that is very graceful. But who knows? You guys could be a whole ratchet little mess when you're away. And who cares? It's none of their business. Okay? But this is just how you present yourself to men. Mature, self-reliant, independent. I don't need you. I don't want you. Who are you? Okay? A lot of maturity. A lot of hard work. Okay? Is with the Nine of Pentacles. Thank you, Robert. So yeah, they just look at you guys. They assume that you guys have a lot of financial freedom. So like what I was saying in the intro, something that they want is that whatever it looks like you have, which is financial freedom, independence. There's something about you, pile number one, that says, I worked my ass off. I don't have to bend my knee to nobody. You guys don't have to bend your knee to anybody. And that bothers some men because they feel like, well, no, some women have to sleep their way to the top. Some people have to sleep their way to the top. Some people got to get on their knees and beg and grovel and be brown nosers, okay? But not pile number one. Like, you guys demand respect. Whoa, channeled message. Holy crap. Yeah, you guys command that. Like, and other people, not just men, you guys, men and women are like, wait a minute. How come pile number one doesn't have to kiss the owners behind, the CEOs behind, the presidents behind? You know, they don't get it. And then they're like, wait, why does the COO or the executive know pile number one's name, but pile number one isn't a kiss ass? How does that happen? Your hard work is watched by whoever is higher up, if in your workplace, okay, however it fits. It could be the matriarch or the patriarch of your family. You know, get it where it fits in. So, but there is something about the way that you guys maneuver that doesn't, like, you don't have to do all this extra theatrical fake shit to get the respect that people admire, which is your financial freedom. Now, you guys might even use this to your advantage, okay? Like, you might use it in your arsenal or as a weapon for people to back it up. So people do stay away from you, okay? Because if people assume that you're not related to an executive or a boss or a higher up, but you're respected like that, they don't know why. They almost don't want to find out why. So they're going to stay in their lane. That's the vibe that I'm getting, okay? That is the vibe that I'm getting. My boss was watching me today, but he always does. I'm spoiled at work. Same. Oh my gosh, I vibe with this pile. I vibe with this pile so much. Like, my bosses, like, I don't have to do the most. Now, I do get them a Christmas gift for them and their person, but I do not go around kissing their ass, okay? I just don't. And everyone else does, okay? Everyone else does, and I'm like, y'all look stupid. He doesn't even like that. He doesn't like the way that you're talking to him. He knows that you're fake. You're talking to him like a 2-year-old, and you're doing the most. Okay? I know what the owner that I work for, I know what his pet peeves are. And I know that he watches the cameras often. So I work my ass off. Okay? And then I have that as a weapon on the side for when people want to try me. Okay? Because I work with a lot of women. Okay? So when people want to try me at work, when I worked my butt off, guess what? I don't have to knock them down a peg or 5. The owner finds out about it and knocks them down a peg or 6. Because it's like your angels or your ancestors, you know, hovering over you to protect you. You guys are protected in multiple ways, not just in the workplace, not just in your family. So like, say your family's fucking with you, your angels, your ancestors are going to handle that. Say people at the workplace are fucking with you, your angels and your ancestors are going to handle that, okay? To make the right people aware, to know that you're getting picked on, or to know that something's happening to you that shouldn't be, okay? I hope that resonates, okay? For whoever needed to hear that, okay? 9 of Pentacles, that is you guys. So there's a lot of people, not just men, pile number 1, that assume that you were just super confident and it just oozes out of you because you don't have to do the most for the higher ups. And that really triggers men and women around you. And you guys are really just working smarter, not harder. Okay? You are methodical. It is calculated, but not in a bad way. Okay? It's not like thirsty or like being an opportunist. It's like just working smart. Hello. So, you know, yeah, it's because, thank you, Katie. It's because you guys are upfront and real and don't need to suck up. You guys literally watch everyone suck up. They do enough for the next 2 years. They've done enough for the Christmas party next year. Like, you don't have to do any of that. And people know that. People know that. So what men are assuming is, how come Susie doesn't ever have to do the most? I feel stupid. He didn't laugh at my joke. No, because your joke was dumb. You don't know your own boss's sense of humor. And if you really want to move up, you should really find out what his interests are. You know, like, I know my boss likes golfing. Okay, I know he likes spending time with his wife. You know, like, just little things. So it's like, I know my boss is very scary. He is very intimidating. And I use that sometimes to my advantage because people don't want to try him. And if I have to hide behind him, trust and believe I'll be hiding behind him. You know what I mean? Because sometimes people be getting catty in the workplace, you know? And I watch people bend over backwards to get his attention. He's just like, he has a sour, like, look on his face. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know what they're talking about. And neither do you. Okay. So, let's see what else we get for pile number 1 before moving on to pile number 2. I'm just getting a lot about your guys' work ethic and your spirituality and how you guys manifest, okay? Yeah, Page of Wands. You guys constantly get good news, okay? Or you guys are in constant communication with people that are important. So men are assuming that you're important. And you might be laughing on the inside. Like, I'm not that important. I'm important to myself. But they really think that I'm important. And you guys might not even be in management. But people are intimidated by you. Men especially. I cannot. Okay? And on top of that, on top of you, people or men being like, Susie's friends with this higher up, this higher up, this higher up, this person, and they know all of these people in sales, and you know what I mean, like that type of vibe. How come they're so playful and happy? Shouldn't they be on edge and like nervous and overworked? And no, this is not Office Space. Okay, we are not putting those TPS reports on the freaking desk. We're not, because we don't have to. Because we work our ass off Monday through Friday. Okay? Period. Okay? Period. Hi, Tara. Yep, 4 of Swords. This is what I'm telling you guys. Like, they know, you guys. They know that you guys somehow are like this fresh, playful, working smarter, not harder, and you guys rest when you need to, take naps when you need to. So what men are assuming is that you guys have incredible strength. They don't know how you're getting it though. Okay? A lot of that could be from meditation. They don't know that. Taking naps. They don't know that. They just know that you exude incredible strength. Period. Okay? So I'm running over on time for pile number 1. So let me get out. Ooh, we got the High Priestess. Okay. I'm getting that men assume that you're not intuitive. And they don't understand that that's your biggest weapon of mass destruction. Okay? Around people that are maybe not around you for your highest good, okay? But what I'm getting with this is men assume that you are smart. They assume that you are independent, okay? But what they don't get is that the way that you're working smarter and not harder has all to do with your intuition. Has all to do with the fact that you're intuitive. Some of these people think that they can run game. They shortly find out that they cannot. They assume, some men assume that they can run game on you because they don't think that you're intuitive. They just think that you're too smart for your own good. That's when they get knocked down a peg or 5 or 6 because they don't know who they're fucking with. Okay? They literally do not know who they're fucking with. Bottom of the deck. You want to know what happens when they find out? They're stuck. They're stuck with how people view them. Or they're just stuck. And they're like, why am I stuck? Because you are sending negative vibrations to my pile number 1. You're assuming stupid shit about my pile number 1. You might be spreading gossip or slander about pile number 1. Maybe don't do that. Okay? Any other, whoa, whoa. These two cards just shot out at the same time. The Tower and the Six of Wands. Okay? So, men assume that you are the star of the show. Okay? They assume that you're going to be famous, that you always have all the great ideas, that you're always going to trump what they're doing. Okay? But what they're not understanding is that you guys in private go through upheavals and then you get this moment. You guys go through upheavals and then you get this moment. But all they see is this. They're like, oh, pile number one, always center of attention. Everyone likes pile number one. I don't freaking get it. Pile number one is always getting so much praise. Well, that's their assumption. This is where your strength comes from. Your upheavals, your lessons, your trials, your tribulations. And you don't share those with people, men, because maybe they want that stuff to happen to you. Say that you're in a good relationship, a healthy relationship. They might not want that for you. They might want it to be upheavaled. But will you guys show them that? No. You guys will not give these men the satisfaction. I love that. Let's get out a card of advice for pile number one. Oh my gosh, we're over on time for pile number one. Okay. Advice for pile number one. You're very close to achieving your goal. I'm going to pull out one more. If there's something that you guys have been asking about or wondering about, okay, you guys are very close to achieving said goal. Okay? We have a new start is coming. So this tells me that you guys are constantly working. Okay? Remember that Nine of Pentacles. You guys are constantly working, constantly trying to manifest things. And that's what these men are not seeing in the background. They're seeing the good news fall on your doorstep. They're seeing that you being noticed by everyone in the workplace or everyone in your family, and that you're super independent and that you don't need anybody. Okay? But Spirit wants you guys to know that you guys are very close to achieving whatever goal that you've been working very hard on, and that a new start is coming. I love that. Okay, so I want to thank you, pile number one, for being here. And if you are not staying for another pile, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button on your way out. And just thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys and hope that you guys enjoyed these messages. Okay, so I'm going to start smudging for pile number, if I could talk, for pile number two. Okay, we're going to move it along because we are so over. I'm just checking out the... Okay, let's light some Palo Santo. We're going to start... Let's see. We'll just see where we're at on time when we get to pile number two. I ask for divine protection at this time, angels, ancestors, and spirit guides as I calibrate to the energy of the collective. I ask for clear and accurate messages. Anything not of the light or the divine plan is no longer welcome here and must leave immediately. Bless. Okay. I'm just going to smudge. Smudge, smudge, smudge. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm having a lot of fun. I love doing these readings for you guys. And I'm very excited to do the next reading, the viewer's choice that you guys voted on. Okay. Alrighty. So pile number two. Let's see, where's the pen? Pile number two is going to start at 45 minutes. Okay, let's get the energy crowning the reading. Oh, your crystal, duh. Okay, pile number two. I put these in a certain order on purpose. Okay, my pile number twos. I feel like you guys are very intuitive. You guys could be my psychics, my tarot readers, my YouTubers, okay? And there's just something very very intuitive about you guys. Did I say that? Sorry, let me get it together. There's something like you guys could be mediums, but we're just gonna dive in. I feel like you guys are very protected against people that maybe wish you harm or don't like you, but let's see what's going on. Okay, let's get the energy crowning the reading. Okay, not taking reversals. Okay, we got the Hermit and the Seven of Pentacles. So again, you guys are very spiritual. That's what I was trying. You guys are very spiritual. My pile number 2s. Okay, so pile number 2, you guys are, what do men assume about you guys? Okay, what do men assume? They assume that you like being alone. They assume that you're okay with that you don't need friends. This is like the popular loner vibe, okay? So this is different, very different from pile number 1, to where like people doubted that you were intuitive. They know that you're intuitive, okay? Seven of Pentacles. You guys work really, really hard on tending to yourself, tending to things that need nurturing in your life. And so I feel like just men assume that when you're away, that you're really taking care of yourself. And I feel like that's admired by men, okay? I feel like that is admired. Like, wow, she does affirmations and like, she makes it look good. Or he makes it look good. Okay, they feel like pile number 2, you guys make spirituality look enticing. For those that are not orbs. For those that are not, what's the word? For those that are not spiritual. Okay. Okay, first card out, hearing all the tea. And then surprise pregnancy. You guys know everything. So men assume if they want some gossip, or if they want to have a good time, or if they want to laugh, okay, that there's something about your guys' sense of humor, or there's something about the way that you guys communicate, how you present things, okay, that is either really funny to them, okay, but it's like you guys know all of the gossip, okay, like they just look at you guys as very knowledgeable, and there's like a lot of things. And I feel like when you guys are in hermit mode too, you guys are learning, ascending, growing, educating yourselves. And I feel like men assume that you guys just be reading all the time and just be knowing. They don't know if it's audiobooks or not, or Cliff's Notes, or freaking YouTube series, or they just think that you are really, really smart, or that there's something that you particularly know a lot about, okay? They just think like, whatever I have a conversation with pile number 1 about, they just be knowing, okay? So, let's see what else is going on. Looking out for me. Again, that hermit vibe, okay? That you guys are always tending to your garden, tending to your home. So men assume pile number 2 that you guys are a homebody, that you guys just like being in the house. Now remember, this is an assumption. This doesn't have to be the case. You guys might be like liking to stay in your house Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, but freaking Sunday, Monday, whatever day, you guys are at the club, out and about, at the movies. But this is what men assume, that your life is so put together carefully that you would have to spend a lot of time at home. This is what they assume. Pile number 1 or pile number 2 would have to spend a lot of time at home to be able to have a home that looks like that. So like your home could be very remodeled. Your life could just look very aesthetically pleasing and very like harmonious and calm. And men assume that like a lot of work had to go into that. You don't just come into peace and harmony and all this serene beauty. Okay, because I'm getting real big hermit vibes for you guys. And they just know that like you didn't just get any of this overnight. So they assume that you must be a homebody with your nose in the books. Okay. Let's see. Let's chill. They assume that you guys are Netflix and chill. They assume that that is your vibe 24/7. That you guys like being cozy in a blanket with a book. Maybe some champagne. Maybe a spiritual bath. Okay. They don't know. They don't know. But this is what they're assuming. Okay. Tell me more about my... Okay. Tell me more about my pile number 2s. Some of you guys could have really dark hair. Okay. Maybe you guys have, like, maybe you guys are brunettes or you guys are redheads. Okay. In this together. So pile number 2, men assume that you are a ride or die, that you have a lot of loyalty, that you're not with the fuck shit. Like your hermit vibes tell men that if they're going to address you, they should probably be a little bit more serious, whether you are a homebody or not. Okay? They just, men admire that quality about you. Okay? They might not date women like that. Okay, but they, you know, assume that and like the fact that you guys are like that. Okay, their perception anyways. I love it when you call or text. So pile number 2. They again assume that you guys are like always on social media, always on your phone, always able to report what's going on in entertainment, pop culture, the news, politics. They assume that you just know these things, that you guys are always collecting data, collecting information. Okay? Being in the hot seat. Men assume, okay, that you guys are a force to be reckoned with in the sack. Okay? Men assume there's some type of vibe you're giving off pile number 2 where they assume, or they would like to assume the position. They would like to be in the hot seat with you. Okay? Men assume a lot about your sexuality or what your talents might be, or just like, I feel like men daydream about you guys a lot. My pile number 2s. Okay. Crocodile tears. So pile number 2, men assume that you guys don't, that you guys either cry all the time or you guys don't cry enough. Okay? They either think you guys cry all the time or laugh to the point of tears, okay, or don't cry enough. Okay, you got to get it where you fit in. But I'm just getting like pile number 2 never cries, or pile number 2 they're always laughing hysterically. Okay? We got taking a gamble. Pile number 2, men assume that you guys are always taking a risk in life. Okay? They think that you play it safe at home. But there are certain maybe spiritual businesses that you guys have. Maybe it's a tarot channel. Maybe it's a spiritual business or a spiritual shop, or it could be anything. They think you're very brave for that. Maybe you guys work at home and men are like, I could never do that. They're more, maybe the men you guys are dealing with are more practical, and they maybe don't think it's realistic to be able to work from home, or There's just something that you guys do financially where they think it's taking a gamble and they don't have the balls to do it. Okay? Getting your piece of the pie. Yeah. When you guys take this gamble, when you guys take this risk, they assume that you're not struggling, that you don't need anything. Okay? Pile number 1, or pile number 2. That's the second time I said that. Pile number 2. Okay? You guys can find a lot of messages in pile number 1, okay? Or a couple messages maybe. But I just feel like you guys might have been drawn to more than one pile, okay? So I would maybe definitely check out pile number 1, okay? Tell me about my pile number 2s. What are men assuming? The Fool. So some men are thinking that you guys are naive for taking certain gambles in life, certain risks. It's almost like they think that your life is good now, but maybe it won't stay that way because they feel like you have so much life to like learn still or live still. Maybe you guys are really young for your age and achieving a lot of different goals at a very young age. Okay? But you guys go on a lot of unexpected adventures. So men assume that you guys are spontaneous, okay? Yes, we got the Knight of Wands. So men assume that you guys are passionate, even though you guys are homebodies. That you guys are eager, open-minded, and free-spirited. Remember the Hermit. That you guys go for what you want. And whether it's the bedroom, the office, your car, to you, that is just geography. You can obtain your goals and manifest your heart's desire from wherever you are in the world. Okay? So men really like that about you. Like they're scared they couldn't do that themselves, but they do secretly, or they're secretly envious of the fact that you maneuver that way, that you go for what you want, that you have this type of innocence around that. Okay? This type of freedom around that, and they're just trying to get a grasp on how you actually obtain things doing things that way. Okay, so you guys can have a lot of Leo or Sagittarius in your chart. Okay, let me know in the comments. Anything not in the light or the divine plan is no longer welcome here and must leave immediately. Pile number 2, men assume that you guys have like this sneaky childlike behavior, that there is something that you guys do that is, I don't know what the word would be, maybe something that brings you guys a lot of joy, okay, that you don't share with people. Or I just feel like maybe there's a lot of information in general that you don't share with men, and they would like to know this about you, okay? So let's see. I'm going to clarify that. Clarify the Seven of Swords. Judgment. Yes. Okay. So I feel like a lot of men assume, how do I say this? A lot of men that would like to sleep with you, okay? They're going to be going through some type of judgment, some type of awakening, okay, for assuming these things about you. They're going to go through some type of thing. Like anybody that kind of slept on you or thought they could kind of steal ideas from you, pile number 2, they're going to be dealing with judgment. They're going to be dealing with a wake-up call. Okay? Because there is an innocence about you, and you guys might only share yourself with a certain amount of people, and these men are assuming that they could play on your innocence because you do take certain risks. That doesn't mean that you're going to take a risk with Johnny, Bobby, Paul, whoever. Do you know what I mean? But they just assume that they can get you to be their girlfriend, be their wife, take you out for a night, okay? They think that they can manipulate you easily. Pile number 2, okay? And there's going to be some type of wake-up call. Bottom of the deck, you guys are the sun. We got more Leo energy, more fire vibes. You guys are the sun, and you guys are optimistic no matter. Men assume that no matter what you're going through, you're just always smiling. I feel like men don't know when to take you guys serious, okay? Because even though you guys get a lot done, you guys act very young for your age, okay? Even though you guys are actually very mature and have a lot of wisdom. We got the Empress telling you there's something about the vibes that you guys give off. Maybe it's like you guys are dressed very sexy or very provocative, or even without being in those types of clothes, you guys exude this, and men are just like, wow, pile number 2 is so curvy, so voluptuous. I would like to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G to the Empress. Okay. Yeah. There is something that it's like that men assume, like I feel like they just think really dirty thoughts about you guys, and they just think that they can take advantage of you guys in some way. And they don't say this like out loud, but they're not going to get away with that. Okay. If they're thinking about like, oh, I know pile number 2 is with somebody, but I could get her to like me, it's A, not going to work. And B, they're going to get dealt with. There's some type of awakening, some type of halt, some type of wake-up call that they are going to be getting dealt, okay? Because and I feel like you guys are intuitive. You guys can feel this around you. Like, you feel like certain men are being nice to you, but you're like, you don't trust it. You're like, yeah, he's nice, but I feel like if he had the chance, he would do this to me. Or he would do that to me. Like, it's like you kind of know, but you don't want to know. Like, it's just like a very low vibration, like, not divine type of way of wanting to deal with you. Okay? I don't like that. I don't like that. Tell me more about my pile number 2s. Yup. So again, they assume that you guys move on from everything fast. They think that you were in one relationship and you get into another one, or if your feelings are hurt, or if you dealt with an upheaval, you guys move on fast. Okay? We got the of Wands and the Sun again. So it's like bad things either don't happen to you guys for long. But either way, men's perception is that because you guys have a sexy body, there's something very sexy about you guys, okay? Like very like grown up, even though you guys look young, okay? And they assume, men assume that your guys' DMs are flooded, your emails are flooded, that men are always hitting on you. And I don't want to give you too much credit, even though they're obsessed with you. Homebody or not, sweatpants or not, Netflix and chill or not. Okay? Yep. Move too fast. So, like, spiritually, I am not even mucking around down here. Okay? You guys just aren't even having this type of behavior. And you guys move on from it fast. So say a man goes to say something to you, you guys keep it pushing quickly. Like, hey, I was thinking, and you know it's about to get dirty or something crazy. You're just like, yeah. And you guys are just very cutthroat. They just think that you have the naivety, and it doesn't last long because they get checked really fast. Okay? And that is what I'm getting with the 8 of Wands, okay, and the Chariot. You guys shut it down really fast, okay? The Moon. A lot of men are deceptive around you, okay? A lot of men, let me grab this. A lot of men are trying to temper their emotions around you guys, and while they're being deceptive, okay? Because they don't want you guys to see clearly on their face what their actual intentions are. They don't want you guys to know what their intentions are. They don't want you to know what they're assuming about you. So they could be assuming like, oh, pile number 1 is an HOE, even though you're not. And I feel like this could be part of the reason why you guys stay in, because you don't want people or men assuming these things about you. Okay? So let's get out advice. Okay, hold on. Whoa. Okay, let me get out advice for pile number 2. And we're going to move on to pile number 3. Okay? Okay. We got communication is key for pile number 2, and prosperity lies ahead. So you guys are learning how to maybe in certain situations not be so nice to men that assume dirty or unkind things about you. And maybe some of you guys need to hear that prosperity lies ahead for you guys from learning from these lessons about men's assumptions. So I'm going to pull out one affirmation, okay? We got imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Okay? I feel like a lot of men around you, pile number 3, their imagination be running wild, okay? I feel like you guys can pick up on that. Maybe that's why you guys kind of don't go around certain situations. Maybe that's why you don't like going to the club, because it's like total first card out. What did we get? What did we get? The popular loner vibe. Like, that's what it is for you guys. Okay? Anybody leaving pile number 2? Thank you for tuning in tonight. If you are not staying for pile number 3, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button. I love you guys so, so much, and I appreciate you guys for being here. Okay, pile number 3 that has patiently waited. Let's get your timestamp going, and we're going to smudge all this energy from pile number 2. And we're going to start it at, let's see, 109. 20. 109, 20. 109, 20. Okay, let's light some Palo Santo. Everyone waiting for pile number 3, grab a snack, get comfy, get cozy. Heavenly Father, angels, ancestors, and spirit guides, I ask for your divine protection at this time as I calibrate to the energy of the collective. Anything that is not of the light or the divine plan is no longer welcome here and must leave immediately. Okay. So, pile number 3. Thank you for being here. Okay. Black onyx. Pile number 3. What men assume about you? What might you have that they might want? And what do they assume about you? Okay. Good night, Nancy. I feel like pile number 3, men can't like see through you. Okay? That is the vibe that I'm getting, is men can't see through you, pile number 3. But they want to. First card out, we got standing in your power. You guys are standing in your power constantly, and it's like they can't move you. They can't budge you, okay? They can't sway you. Thank God I found you. Men could assume that you guys are very spiritual, okay? Men assume that you guys pray a lot. I got what you need. So men might assume that you guys are a tease, or that you guys are very confident in, I got what you need. Okay. Say this is work. I got what you need. What do you need? Okay. That you guys are just really self-assured. Okay. Not self-absorbed, but self-assured that you guys can get the job done. So men assume that you just have a lot of confidence in getting any type of task done. Okay. Tell me more about pile number 3. I feel like men assume that you guys are bossy, or that you guys need to be in control. Maybe that's something that you guys are learning how to not do. But men assume that you guys need to have control of everything, or your hands on everything. And maybe you guys are learning how to resist that urge. We got fighting this connection. Okay. Men assume that you can't be bothered with the small shit. Okay. Now this could be dating. This could be love. This could be relationship. This could be children. This could be marriage. But they assume that you don't have time for small potatoes. Okay. And that you guys fight it. That you guys fight monogamy, or that you guys fight marriage, or that you guys are just fighting some type of connection in your life. Okay. We also got reciprocated feelings. Men assume, this is the kicker, this is the gag. Men assume, pile number 3, that you guys all reciprocate the same feelings that they have towards you. So if they're like, oh yeah, pile number 3 is into me, or I'm really into pile number 3, they like me, they're assuming. And it probably might not even, most likely, be the case. Okay. So we're getting reciprocated feelings. Okay. Or for some of you guys, pile number 3, men assume that you guys are just nice to everybody. That you guys are in a position of power and have to have control, but maybe that you guys are a people pleaser. Okay. We got manifesting spell work. Men assume that you guys are spiritual. Okay. They might not know what that means, but they assume that you are good at getting what you want, and they're not sure exactly on how that comes to pass. Okay. Sleep talking. I feel like I'm getting pile number 3 that some men assume that you're obsessed with them just because you're nice. Okay, that's for some of you. For the others of you, I got my walls up. So pile number 3. Men assume that they can't get through to you in a certain way, or men assume that they can't, like, what did I say in the beginning? That they can't budge you, that they can't make you move, that they can't, like, there's like an outside layer. Even if they get through 3, they get bounced back out of the 3 layers that they just went through. Hope that makes sense. Okay. Whatever walls, whatever maze that you guys have built, they feel like they can penetrate it to a certain extent, and then they can't. They're back to square one. Okay. The truth is revealed. Men assume that you are intuitive in some way because you reveal truth. And you guys might do this in a very like nonchalant way of saying something very like monotone, but it makes everyone's heads turn. Okay? You guys reveal a lot of truth that people don't want to look at or don't want to say. Okay? Men assume that you have a happy home, or that you guys are obsessed with creating wealth. Okay? Men are assuming that you guys are chasing or attracting wealth in some way. Okay, you guys could be seeing 10-10 right now. We got the 10 of Swords. Okay, so men assume that you guys have been through a lot of betrayal, that you've had different, maybe money taken from you, or that you've had a lot of wrongdoings done to you in regards to money and love. And they assume that this is why they cannot penetrate whatever layer of getting to know you. Okay, and whatever they're trying to get to know, all they can really see is that you've had issues maybe with money in the past, and betrayal with money or love. Thank you. We got the Knight of Cups. Men assume, pile number 3, that you guys are a hopeless romantic. Okay? They assume that you guys cannot be by yourselves. They assume that you guys jump from one relationship to the next. That you guys are just obsessed with being in love, no matter to who. Okay? We got the Two of Wands. So I'm getting something about like when men look at you, they can see when your mind is elsewhere. They don't know what you're thinking about, but they're dying to know. Okay? When men are looking at you, pile number 3, they can see that you're in deep thought. They can see that you're thinking about something, but they don't know like what you're thinking about, but they really wish they knew. Okay? We are on pile number 3. Yep, 10 of Swords again. They can tell that your guys' heart has been broken, but they want to dig deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, and you're not letting them. Yep, 2 of Swords. Men assume that you guys are indecisive, but that you also need to have control. Some men just think that you don't know what you want, okay? Or that you've just been through a lot in your life. Okay? Let me pull out. Tell me about my pile number 3 and what men assume. Okay, we got the Queen of Wands and Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, so some men might assume that you guys have a like a narcissistic parent, or that you come from dysfunction, okay, because of the way that you guys are. You guys could be like always changing. So men are assuming that you guys have like a family with jealous or manipulative people, or that you guys have an unhappy home with dysfunction, or that this is how you guys were raised, and that maybe this is why you guys are always protecting your vibe, okay, your energetic field. Yeah. So men assume that in your past, okay, not present, but in your past, because they're trying to dig deep, that you guys used to have low self-esteem. Strength card in reverse. That you guys might have been in the past manipulative or jealous, or dealing with abandonment issues, okay? I think I'm going to pull out the Mac Daddy because we need a new deck vibe. Two of Cups. Men assume that now you guys have harmony in your life, even if this is not the case. They assume that you guys have harmony in your life. They assume, bottom of the deck energy, that you guys are stable and that you guys are fine, even if this is not the case. They assume that that's what it is, because you guys are particular about what you guys show them. I'm going to pull out the Mac Daddy, okay? And let's see. Whoa. This deck always speaks to me. So, we got the Six of Wands. Six of Wands. We got the Six of Swords. And I think this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Eight of Pentacles. Men assume that you don't like confrontation, that you are able to take care of certain things, okay, but that you don't like confrontation. So if somebody's trying to get under another layer of something you're not willing to share, that you will cut and run, that you will leave, okay? They know that you're a hard worker. It's like pile number 3, men know that you guys are on the brink of success. They see that you're always chipping away at something, that you dust yourself, you get back up, and they assume that you're always on the brink of something like great, okay? But yeah, they think that there's something that you guys are always running from. They don't know if that's your shadow. They don't know if it's family issues, trauma. They don't know what it is. Most men don't know what it is. Okay. Anything not with the light or the divine plan is still welcome here. Yes, leave immediately. Taking any reversals. Thank you, angels. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, spirit guides. High Priestess. You guys are very intuitive. Men might act like you guys are crazy, okay, because you guys are very intuitive. They don't, some men might not want you to understand your own power. That's for some of you. 10 of Cups. I feel like men just really want to get to know you. They don't know what to assume. Because I'm getting a lot of different messages. I feel like men don't know what to assume about you. I feel like that when they learn something about you, pile number 3, they get like a little piece, a little nugget, and then it might be wrong or it changes. They just don't know how to put it all together. Ace of Swords. 6 of Wands. 10 of Wands. I wanted to come out in reverse. But basically, you guys are learning how to lighten your load, okay? And men are assuming that if you need to, you can take on more. Men are assuming that you guys are very hard workers, okay? And that you guys can put a lot on your shoulder because of whatever it is that they can't get to that's in your past, okay? Men assume that, again, you guys are on the precipice of greatness. I hope I said that right. And that you guys are just going to be, that you guys are something special. And that's why they're always trying to like dig and find out. We got the Ace of Swords. This is the daggers that come out. They know when they dig too deep, it's that cutthroat. I'm going to cut you with this sword. And here I go on this boat. I'm gone. I'm leaving the drama behind. Okay? Because you guys just don't want to deal with it. I don't feel like pile number 3, you guys are fucking around with a lot of men. Do you know what I mean? I don't feel like you guys are fucking with men like that. So, they're all confused. Yeah, the devil wanted to come out in reverse. There is a lot that you guys have let go. Maybe of like what you care, like you caring about what men think. So, it's almost like you're kind of glad that they're confused. Okay? Because you guys are holding a lot in. And you guys are trying to only exchange that with the right people. Okay, I feel like pile number 3, you guys travel a lot, or you guys are always moving away from men. Okay, they like can't keep up with you. Men assume that you guys are running from something, but you're not like necessarily running. You're just like, I'm not trying to. If I go zero contact, I'm going zero contact. If you need clarity on the situation, I'll give you clarity on the situation. But you probably don't want that from me. Yes, thank you. 10 steps ahead. Yeah, they assume that you guys have incredible strength because you guys can cut people off whenever you see fit. They don't understand how you can cut people off from your past. They don't understand how men don't understand how you guys can cut off family, friends, or people that you guys have known for a long time. They don't get that. Let's see what else is going on. Yeah. Men assume that, again, not only are you guys going to be famous, I just feel like you guys really attract men around you, but you guys don't really want these men around you. Okay? So I'm just getting like a lot of like mixed messages. But either way, they see you guys as successful. Men assume that you are successful and that you have enough money to go around, even if that's not the case. They assume that you are cutthroat, even if you might not be yet. But that's the vibe that they get from you, okay? When they push too hard or expect too much or assume too much, you guys maneuver away. I keep seeing things where you guys are moving away from men because they're trying to figure out things that aren't their business, okay? Constant thoughts of you. Yep, I knew it. Warrior of love. Okay, so warrior of love. This is what men assume about you. They don't understand how you are the warrior of love, but they know that you are, and they want to find out more, but you guys are not going to let them because there's something obsessive about the men around you. They're constantly thinking of you. You just don't want that. Like, it like weighs heavy on you guys. You guys just don't want it around you. So you guys go through different breakthroughs and you guys shift away from, you know, certain people. Having the conversation. Men assume that if they are important enough that you guys will have these hard conversations, these heart-to-heart conversations. But what they don't understand is that is an assumption. And what the real is, the gag, is that you won't. If you know that they're really not good for you, you won't have that conversation with them. If you already in your mind have closure. Okay? Keeping it low key. They feel like you guys keep all of your feelings hidden. Okay? They also feel, men assume also that you guys have a lot of options. They just see you, men assume that you guys are very mysterious, okay? But you guys being mysterious is for your own protection. Okay? Yeah, you guys are always moving on. You guys don't care. They look at it like you guys are cold. Men are assuming that you guys are cold in some way. But really what it is if it's just moving on to bigger and better. You guys don't care if you have to block a person, block a family, block their whole family tree. You guys don't care if you guys have to move or whatever it is. If they're chasing you, these men making these assumptions, they are playing with fire. Okay? Because you guys are the Empress. And as you guys are trying to figure out who you are, they really need to stay in their lane. Yeah, they need to stay in their lane so you guys can heal. Goodness. These men. Okay. So I feel like pile number 3, you guys have men that are really obsessed with you. Okay. And some men for different reasons. I feel like some men are obsessed with you guys because of your spirituality. Some men are obsessed with you because of what you've been through. Maybe there's some type of trauma bonding there. Some men are obsessed with you because you guys are going to be successful, going to be famous. Okay, you might inspire them. Yeah. You guys are really learning how to make yourself a better person, learning what that entails. Okay, anything else, Spirit? Yeah, learning how to not argue or pop off. Okay. Men admire a lot of things about you. They just don't know how to get to know you. Men admire a lot of things about you because you're very mysterious and you have all these things going for you, but they don't know how to talk to you guys. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, mischief. Men assume that you are mischievous, that you are mysterious. This is why they're obsessed with you. Okay, sly. They think you're sly. They think that you're really good at sneaking out the back door, giving them the sleight of hand if you really don't want to give them the time of day. Intuition. Again, they know that you're intuitive. Kind of scares them because they want to be able to get to know you without you seeing through them right away. Whoa. We also got friendship and child. Okay, so these came out in the reverse. So men assume that they can maybe get a friendship and or a child out of you. They have definitely bumped their head. They think that you guys are wifey material. So they think, oh, I need pile number 3 to have a baby with me. I just got to get through these layers. The first thing I said was they aren't going to make it budge. Okay, they're just not. They're just not. So let's get out advice. Let's get out advice for pile number 3. The energy is gaining momentum. Prosperity lies ahead. These cards are stuck together. Hold on. Okay, so we got a new start is coming. For those of you that have been moving around and trying to find your footing, okay, trying to get grounded. Prosperity lies ahead. Adjustments are required. I feel like you guys are always fine-tuning your life, okay? And the energy that you have is gaining momentum. So there's a lot going on where you're like, I don't have time for the men for pile number 3. You just don't have time for them. So pile number 3. Let's get out the last bit of advice for my cosmic deck. Okay, you guys, I cannot write this. We got shedding layers, okay? And it's also the snake. So sly, mischievous, okay? Like they don't know, like every time they think they've grasped, like they've caught you, you guys have slipped from their grasp again. We live beneath many layers. Some are for our protection and some are for our control. Some of your layers are for your protection and some are for your control. Look at that snake. I dropped it. Like, they don't know if they're going to get greeted, licked, bit. If you're going to choke them. They don't know. They don't know. Then we got the show must go on. Everyone makes mistakes, but that's why they put erasers on the pencils. Homer Simpson. Okay, you guys are learning pile number 3 to not give your mistakes so much weight. Okay. We also got you are not alone. Okay. You guys are not alone. You guys might feel because you guys keep having to move away from certain men that you're alone or you're going to be alone. No, you guys are learning. You guys are having fun and being mischievous along the way. And it's still attracting men. You are still desirable. You are still the Empress. It's just your like learning process. Okay. Christ consciousness. The kingdom of heaven is within you. John Lennon. The kingdom of heaven is within you. So again, men are assuming that you guys have all of this greatness within you. They don't know how to obtain it. They don't know where to start. They don't have a blueprint, a map, a GPS, a guidance, a compass. They don't know. Okay? They just don't know. So you guys could be seeing 333, 555. Last card out, stay weird. Okay? Stay weird. Don't change who you are. Don't change who you are. Stay weird. Stay you. Stay grounded. Because it will eventually, as you guys are ascending, attract the right people. Okay? Okay, so let me pull out an affirmation for you guys. Sorry, I'm just reading the chat. Okay, blame. Blame is the last card out in the affirmation. I accept responsibility for my own well-being. So in this case, not mattering what men assume. Okay, understanding like, oh, men assume that. That's fine. I don't care. I'm okay with who I am. Okay, blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. I accept responsibility for my well-being. Okay, so you can't be responsible for Bobby, okay, Johnny, William, okay, you're just responsible for you. Temperance on that ass, okay? So I love you guys so much. And I don't want you guys to forget to smash the thumbs up button if you would like more readings like this. Okay. The next video will be the viewer's choice. I'm going to post all of the timestamps for you guys. Okay. Make sure you guys have your notifications on for the personals that I will be doing for you guys. I'm going to try to do 1 to 2 personal readings in the next 72 hours. So you guys make sure you have the bell on. And I want to say a big thank you to my moderators. Okay. Tara, question. Hold on. Let me fix this really quick. Tara, did you still want to moderate? Maybe I'll just go through the live stream tomorrow. I'll figure it out tomorrow. Either way. Okay. I want to say thank you to everyone that helped moderate this live stream. I want to thank you guys for being here. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Tara, are you okay with moderating more than temporary? I asked Alexia already. I want to make sure that you guys are okay with that because I don't want you guys to feel tethered or like you have to, okay? If you ever want to watch the live stream and not participate in the chat and just watch a pick a card, feel free. Don't feel bad, okay? Don't feel like you have to moderate, okay? But again, just so everyone's clear, I have had to get rid of moderators. So I want everyone to make sure that they're being respectful to each other. Okay, because why my channel went without moderators for a little while, if you guys remember, was a whole situation. So we're just trying to make sure that everyone doesn't feel overwhelmed and we're all good. But I appreciate all of your guys' love and support. And I look forward to speaking to you guys in the comments and the community tab and Instagram. For anyone looking for my Instagram, it is at Cosmic Daily. And there you can get updates and memes and quotes and all that good. Okay? So, yeah. Thank you, Tara. Thank you so much. Thank you, Alexia. Thank you, Silverstar. I really appreciate you guys and all of your help tonight. Thank you, RJ. Thank you, Venus Essential. Thank you, Leo Sun. Thank you, Ray J TV. Thank you, Robert. Who else was in here that I can think of? Thank you, Nancy. I know Nancy left the live stream, but just thank you, you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. Silverstar, have a good night. I love you, love you, love you. And I just appreciate you so much. You guys have a good night. Bless.